Welcome, welcome everyone. Today we have such a wonderful opportunity. We, the Ocala Arts and Entertainment Podcast, we are in conversation with the Ocala Arts Group, and we have with us today the legendary Lee Astor. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you very much, Ruby. It's an honor to be here and to be representing this wonderful Ocala Art Group.
And why are we doing it today? It's because it's your 75th anniversary. Hooray!
Yes, it's quite an accomplishment. I have to tell you that story. About 7 years ago, when I was vice president of the group and running a show, I asked if they had a logo. When they gave me the logo, it said right in the middle of it, 1950. And I said, you mean to tell me we are almost 70 years old, this was 5 years ago, and nobody in the area knows we exist? And we found that out when we approached different local businesses to do donations for an art show that we were working on. And that became my mission in life. As I became president, I hope I'm not boring you guys, but as I became president, we went around to different businesses for different reasons, and we decided that we needed to plant our roots in the community. And we went back to different local businesses that we favored, like our Mesa de Note, Italian restaurant, great, Milano's, and other places, which I'll mention later on. And they all graciously and very generously offered gallery space for our art.
Wonderful, wonderful. A woman with a mission normally gets results.
Well,
if you want it done, give it to a woman. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, and it was totally amazing because we went to these groups asking for an inch and they gave us a yard.
Oh, that is community spirit.
It is.
Yes.
It was wonderful.
But you know what is even more fantastic
What?
to me is the fact that you were able to inspire the community to do this. Because we know that as a non-profit organization, which the Ocala Arts Group is, it's a non-profit organization,
Yes.
it relies on the generosity of others, the generosity of the people in the community which it serves.
You're absolutely right.
So I must say kudos to you.
Thank you.
For inspiring the community to support the group.
Well, I'm not the only one who inspired. One of the reasons that these businesses have done this is because as we sell our paintings at these locations, we usually donate 20% of our sales to the Blue Star Mothers of Ocala, which is a group of parents that have children in active duty for our country.
Wonderful.
And we are shocked almost to say we've had lovely sales at all of our locations. We also have Honda of Ocala on 200, and of course, the World Equestrian Center.
Okay, so philanthropy is in the DNA
Yes.
of the group, the
Yes.
Ocala Arts Group. You give back to the community.
It's a wonderful cycle that we started, and it actually became better than my original dream.
Oh.
And we also had White's Furniture as our sponsor, and we had Molly Maguire's. They were the first ones.
Oh,
So-
Molly Maguire's. That sounds like a song.
I know. Well, it was a bar. So.
Yes.
But that was interesting because we had gone to lunch after one of the meetings, and we introduced ourselves to the owner, George, and we said, we represent the Ocala Art Group. And he turned and he said, why don't you have art hanging in this room? It used to be a gallery.
I remember I was there
Right.
for one of the exhibitions. I remember it was downtown. Yes, yes.
And it was a wonderful experience, and we actually sold in the bar.
Wonderful, wonderful. So what is your greatest accomplishment as president of, I know there are many,
Yes.
but you know, we all have our favorite babies.
Well,
what is your best accomplishment, do you think?
First of all, I have to say it's not my accomplishment, it's our accomplishment.
Okay.
I can only, as the president, I can only do so much, and it's wonderful to have our supportive group of artists.
Absolutely.
The one thing is that we are a small group. We have less than 80 people, okay? So we depend on, when we get our crazy ideas, we depend on our members to be as crazy. My best accomplishment is developing the concept of an artist book club. Okay, and what we do is we meet every 2 months and we read a book about art, not necessarily about biographies, which could be boring, but mysteries, romances, whatever, having to do with famous artists or not so famous artists. We get together and we discuss them. But the reason we only meet every 2 months is it gives us time after we read the book to do a painting inspired by the story.
Oh, okay,
so
wonderful.
we have been meeting 2 years. We've sold 2 paintings from that.
Wonderful.
And the first year we had a Zoom with the author Allison Richmond. We discussed her book. She was only supposed to talk for an hour, a half hour. She stayed for over an hour on the Zoom. And she even showed us her mother's paintings, and she asked to see ours.
Well, that sounds absolutely,
fun.
yes, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and they all wanted to know who were there. When are we doing the next one? So but the bottom line is that having this opened up our eyes to the way we can create and find sources for creating.
Reinventing yourself as you go along. Because having reached the 75th anniversary, I imagine that you would have had to cycle reinvention along the way.
Yes.
You know, you cannot stay in one spot. So you were describing some of your vision, the vision that you brought when you joined this illustrious organization.
Yes.
And what year did you join?
I joined about 2003.
2003.
And I've been on the board since then. And the only reason I was on the board was because they were desperate and needed people to be actively volunteering.
No, I'm sure it was because of your fine inspiration as well.
I told the president I can only be inactive because I'm president of another art group in the villages.
Busy lady.
Yeah. So the thing was that over time then, I got to see, I could do these jobs. It's not that hard. And I gradually learned. I was membership briefly and hospitality and all that stuff, and even then vice president. And that's the secret. People who are asked to do jobs think they can't do it, but we can do it.
What a wonderful note to end this conversation on. People who are asked to do jobs often think you can't do it.
Right.
But you've heard it from Lee Astor, the president of the Ocala Arts Group, that you can. Yes, you can do it. So let's take a page out of her book and let's all chip into this wonderful community organization, a non-profit known as the Ocala Arts Group. Thank you so much.
I have to add one more thing.
Absolutely, please do.
So I'm a product of parochial school education up to 12th grade, which means we had a lot of kids in our class, and I was totally shy. Okay? When I went to college, it was a very liberal college because it was free in those days, Queens College in New York. And I had a speech class, speech 1, and I was so shy. If I screwed up reading my 3x5 cards, I threw them in the air and sat down. I got a D in public speaking.
I can't imagine that, Lee.
Well, that's what I have to say to people. You can be better than you think you can be. Okay?
Such a positive note. You can be better than you think you can be.
This is a message to all my kids from New York City, special ed, and they call themselves Astor's Disasters. If you're out there, I'm in Ocala area, look me up, Lee Astor, okay? And I hope you're masters, Astor's Masters.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for living a life of giving and inspiring, Lee. You are inspiring me as I sit here in conversation with you, and I look forward to enjoying more of your 75th anniversary offerings.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lee Astor of the Ocala Arts Group, President. The Ocala Arts and Entertainment podcast is happy to be continuing its series of conversations with the Ocala Art Group, celebrating its 75th anniversary, 75. And I am here with Virginia Kinzel, who is organizing the events around this 75th anniversary. Welcome, Virginia.
Welcome. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for being here. How long have you been a member of the Ocala Arts Group?
2 years.
Just 2 years. And she is organizing the 75th anniversary event. This is a big do. A diamond anniversary. Tell us about it.
Okay, we are going to be celebrating our 75th year It's open to the public. Anybody can come, and there is food. There's going to be Tyrus Clutter, and he is going to be judging the art. And we have the musicians, and we also have art demonstration. And will be awarding the artists that are showing their paintings the awards, and just celebrating the fact that we've been
Around for 75 years.
Yeah.
Give yourself a hand, yes. we do not have many non-profit organizations who can boast of such longevity. And to have that in Ocala, to me, is special. Because, let's face it, Ocala is not known as a mecca for much, but certainly the Equestrian Center and the arts.
Right.
So I think it's really exciting that we have this landmark celebration going on in Ocala. From what day to what day will the events be going?
Okay, it's going to be February the 1st will be the reception and the party. And then the art will be hanging here at Chelsea Center until March the 2nd.
Okay, so it's a long celebration, enough time for everyone to come in. The public, Virginia has said the public is invited, so we do expect you to be coming through the doors of the Chelsea Art Center.
Yes, exactly. And it's open, very friendly. Ocala Art Group is very friendly. It's open to everyone. If you appreciate art, or if you want to learn about art, it's excellent for problem solving and critical thinking, and you hone all of these, and it gives people confidence. It's a wonderful organization, and it changes your outlook on the whole world, actually. You see the world in not just flat. You see it in different colors. You see shapes. You see shadows. And also there's the never-ending journey for people to get. They want the new idea, something different, and all. So there's always something new and something different going on with art, and there's so many different medias, and Ocala Art Group welcomes all medias, and as a matter of fact, they promote it. So
welcome everyone, 2025.
Yes.
We're only in January. No better time to start this creative journey with the Ocala Arts Group. The events start in February. February
the 1st.
February the 1st.
2 to 4 at Chelsea Art Center, and everyone is welcome.
Welcome everyone. Oh my, I am just blown away by the fact that you were able to undertake this gigantic organizing.
Well, I had help.
I know you did.
Yeah, a lot of help. Lee, Karen, Lynn. There's just been a lot of people. I probably forgot. Oh, Kathy Burnside and John Elliott. It takes a village. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. You can't do it all yourself.
Yes, but it is wonderful to have colleagues with whom you can share your vision and get them all to be working towards
right.
the same
It's
goal.
nice to have people that are excited about the same thing you're excited about.
The Ocala Arts and Entertainment Podcast is just so happy to be continuing its series of conversations with the women representing the Ocala Arts Group. And with me now is Karen McKeon. Karen, did I say your last name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Oh, thank you. And Karen now lives in Ocala, but she's originally, she tells me, from upstate New York. And I was so interested to find out that she felt a warming welcome from the Ocala Arts Group when you arrived in Ocala. Tell us about that, Karen.
Well, my art teacher here in Florida recommended that I come to a meeting, and we went together, and we brought paintings with us that were going to be judged that day, or just looked at and if anyone wanted, if we wanted to make corrections to them. And I found that very helpful, and after that I joined. And I'm very happy I did, because we have a lot of activities here. Already been mentioned, the book club. We also go to the Ocala Civic Theater. I think 3 shows a year, open to the group, whoever wants to go. And we're going on a trip to Sarasota in March, a bus trip to the Ringling Museum. So it really, besides doing
So you
art,
thought you were coming to little old Ocala from New York, and here you are enjoying all of these sophisticated activities with the Ocala Art
that's right.
Group.
I never expected it to be.
Isn't that something?
So nice, yes.
Yes, yes. You're learning and you're also imparting your knowledge as a member of the Ocala Arts Group. Do you hold an office in the arts group, or are you a volunteer within the
Well,
group?
Ginny and I are the co-chairs for the upcoming show. But I don't hold an office.
So you are co-chair for the 75th anniversary celebrations.
Yes.
Oh, and so what an acknowledgement of you after just how long? 3 years?
3 years, yes.
Yes. So it means that they have seen your commitment, the group has seen your commitment to the group, and you are willing to give back your knowledge and expertise
Yes.
to making sure that these 75th anniversary celebrations are a resounding success.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
So tell us about your art. What kind of artist are you?
Well, I paint with oils, and I've been painting quite a while, and I like to do plein air, which is, it's fairly new. It's getting more popular now.
Plein air, the French style.
Plein air, right.
Ah.
Take your easel and go out and find a beautiful scene and paint it right there.
And there is no lacking of beautiful scenes in nature in Ocala.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yes.
right.
Oh, so you have lots of opportunities to paint.
I do.
I see. So will you be also exhibiting at the 75th anniversary?
Yes, I will.
Oh, wonderful.
I submitted
Congratulations.
2 paintings.
2 paintings. Are they named?
Well, one of them is of a frog. Actually, it's one that I did in New York. I have a pond with frogs, and the other one is a butterfly.
You know, when I first came to Ocala, I was overcome by the number of little frogs that come out in a particular
yes.
season.
Yes.
You observe those as
Yes,
well?
yes.
Yeah. Are you inspired by them?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, when they're not being a nuisance, I'm sure. So you are looking forward to the 75th anniversary?
Yes, I am.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much, Karen, for sharing some of what you'll be doing for the 75th anniversary. Here it is, a woman coming out of New York, coming to sweet little Ocala and finding success in the art world here,
Yes.
sharing her experiences, learning from new people within the Ocala Art Group. 75 years. Yes, Karen says that she's been here for 3 years, but she's now part of a 75-year tradition.
Yes.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
How many of us can say that?
I know. That's
Welcome once again to the Ocala Arts and Entertainment Podcast. And with us today is John Elliott of the Ocala Arts Group. The Ocala Arts Group is celebrating its 75th anniversary, and John is a member of this group, and he's going to tell us about how he came to the group and the benefits of the group so that we can all get involved. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
You are welcome indeed. So, how long have you been a member of the Ocala Arts Group?
I've been a member for a little bit more than 2 years.
2
now.
years.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that you like most about the group?
Well, I think that the group is important for this community, and it's important for the individual members. For me, it's been a stepping stone as I'm new to the community. Moved to the area just 3.5 years ago, so it's allowed me to see all of the venues and the exhibition locations, and to meet movers and shakers in the local community, to understand more about the different media, and actually to learn. I've been able to learn a lot about different media that I didn't have much experience with. I'm a photographer. As as a medium. And so I feel like it's been very important for me for my development and to expand my horizons artistically.
Oh, wonderful. So you see, you have said a number of things that have touched me. Expanding your horizons, lifelong learning, being a photographer, but not being afraid to get into other medium. So what is the call that you would have for persons out there who may be a photographer like you, for instance, but who wants to get into other type of media? How does the Ocala Art Group help with that?
Well, the group is very diverse. It includes all media, and I think that because of that, it's embracing. It allows the members to understand more about different media and different opportunities, and also it allows the members to exhibit their work in many opportunities that they wouldn't have as an individual. The group has enormous entree into the community, and it's a creative outlet. And there's nothing worse than making beautiful art and having it just hide in your house. You want to share it with the community.
Yes, it's nice to have a group that you can share your art with. Now, you talked about some of the exhibition centers in Ocala. What are some of the exhibitions? I know the Chelsea Art Center, where we are now, is the home base for the Ocala Arts Group. So for someone who is now coming into Ocala, tell us a little bit more about some of the other art activities and centers within the Ocala.
Well, I'm also a member of Marion Cultural Alliance, and they have the Brick City exhibition space and bookstore, and so my book has been for sale there for the last year and a half.
Oh, congratulations.
One of my books.
What's the name of the book?
The Human Pulse.
The Human Pulse. So John is telling us that he's not only a photographer, he's also a writer. His book, The Human Pulse, is on exhibit at the Brook Center.
Yeah, it's mainly a photography book, but it also has writing. And then a lot of people aren't aware that we have a world-class museum here in the Central Florida. And so I've been fortunate to have been invited to have an exhibition there starting in June 21st at Appleton
Museum.
And
so look out for that, people. Appleton Museum. John Elliott would be on exhibition there.
Really, honestly, the fact that I was exhibiting through the Ocala Art Group and at the Chelsea Art Center here, I think that gave them some peace of mind as to the
confidence
caliber of my photography. And so it's been a great stepping stone.
Wonderful. So